When a man starts pulling away right when things were getting serious, most women panic. They text more. They try harder. They become more available. And without realizing it, that reaction pushes him even further away. This isn't random. It's psychological. When emotional intimacy increases, something shifts internally for many men. What feels exciting and light in the beginning can suddenly start to feel heavy, not because you did something wrong, but because closeness introduces responsibility. As the connection deepens, his mind starts calculating. Am I ready for this? Is she expecting more from me now? Am I about to lose my independence? Instead of expressing that fear directly, many men deal with it the only way they know how, by creating space. Distance feels safer than vulnerability. And if he has avoidant tendencies, emotional closeness can actually feel overwhelming. The more connected you feel, the more exposed he may feel. Intimacy requires emotional presence. It requires openness. And for someone who isn't fully comfortable with vulnerability, that level of closeness can trigger a quiet internal alarm. So he pulls back. Not always because he doesn't care, but because closeness feels intense. This is where many women make the critical mistake. They sense the distance, and they increase their effort. More text. More reassurance. More emotional energy. But pressure does not create attraction. It amplifies withdrawal. There's another layer most people don't talk about. In the early stages of dating, there's uncertainty. Mystery. The thrill of pursuit. His brain is stimulated by the possibility of winning you over. But when he feels he has secured you emotionally too quickly, the dynamic shifts. The challenge disappears. The dopamine drops. Predictability replaces excitement. And sometimes, without even realizing it, he pulls back to rebalance that shift. Now here's the part that matters most. If he starts withdrawing, do not chase. Do not try to convince him to choose you. Do not increase your emotional investment to compensate for his distance. Instead, match his energy calmly. Pull your focus back onto your own life. Your routine. Your friendships. Your growth. Space does something powerful. It reveals intent. If he values the connection, he will lean back in. And if he doesn't, his distance gives you clarity instead of confusion. When a man pulls away as things get closer, it isn't always rejection. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's emotional immaturity. Sometimes it's incompatibility. But the one thing it should never trigger in you is desperation. The woman who understands psychology doesn't chase. She observes. She adjusts. And she remains emotionally composed. If you want to understand male behavior without losing your emotional power, subscribe. This channel is about clarity, not chasing. Because when you understand the psychology, you stop reacting and start choosing better.